Now we would like to turn our attention to the practical benefits of smart water with insights from our first three panelists that we heard from before. So Xavier Cardeña from HMS Networks, Sebastian Spielhoff from Envirochemie, and Ahmed Ganainy from Veolia Water. We'd like to ask you about specific digital solutions that your companies have implemented, bringing smart water to life with real-world examples. Xavier, would you care to start, please?
Yes, I can start. We are the connectivity part, so we are in the bottom part. We are the necessary part to establish a smart water. So we are manufacturers of solutions for the you see my screen? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
We are. This is what we do. I mean, we are in many different areas because we are providing these communication systems in valve actuators, in pump controllers, of course, in gensets, in remote access, in gateways for communication, wireless communication. So we are in different areas. You can find out products you manufacture, but I will focus in the solution that is the gateway, the solution that would cover this gap between what's happening in the plant, the physical plant, and the software platforms for analytics. So here, let's imagine a cabinet or a systems from a treatment plant. Say it's a primary treatment plant, for instance, where you have different control systems like PLCs, probably even different brands of PLCs. This is very common. Maybe you have some sensors you have to collect information that are not in the cabinet, that are not under control originally, or you might have also HMIs, SCADA systems, and so. You might also have some remote systems or not inside the plant that you also want to integrate in the system. For instance, at pumping stations, and you would like to have a wireless connection because wiring is not so easy in some areas and maybe some expensive. So that's what you have, and you want to extract information from here. Now, what we have is our device, E1 Flexi. What is doing is capable of talking to any of these devices that are in the layer one of the communications, like PLCs or directly to sensor HMIs. Why? Because it's supporting different industrial protocols. That's our expertise at the end, the industrial protocols, and converting these, let me say, rough data into something that's valuable. So here, when you have this information or this data in the E1 Flexi, this device is capable of doing temporary storing of the information, because communication can be interrupted, so it locally stores files, data logging, edge computing. So it cooks all the information before it's pushed to the superior platforms that will make the further analysis. Now, normally the communications like 4G or whatever, then you can also have this remote access that also is very important. And Maite was mentioning that this is very important. Of course, this is necessary when you are managing a treatment plant, but of course, it's necessary under the conditions of security. And that's super important. That's why we have this ISO 27001 certification and more things that I can explain you later. But basically, we have a service called Talk2M that we offer in order to do very easily, very fast and high availability, the connectivity if you want to make some troubleshooting or change some parameters to any of the devices that have a logic in the lower level. But that's not the only thing that this device can do, because this is a remote access. So this is for immediate action when something happens. But it's also necessary and interesting to push this data to different cloud platforms. There are also, same way that we have in the OT world, different protocols. There are also different protocols in the IT world. So like MQTT or others, HTTPS and others. But at the end, we have the integration of this information that's in the E1 Flexi to any cloud platform. So it makes a gateway IT OT, in fact, or OT IT. It's bidirectional, but everything under a very secure environment. So that's what we can do. And when I mean secure, we don't have time to talk about everything that's about security, but our solution has a defense in depth concept with different layers and with different features that will make the device secure enough for the applications. We have this certification and we have an assessment for the compliance with the IEC 62443-4-2. And easily it's feasible to then implement certified 3-3 solutions like Maite was saying, including the remote access or the remote monitoring with A1 Flexi. Now, if you want to know more, we are doing next month a couple of sessions in LinkedIn Live, so very easy, because in LinkedIn Live you just have to click and that's all, no need for registration. But it's very much focused on the NIS2. NIS2 is affecting very much basically the European Union, but I think that the concept is worldwide valid. It's valid for worldwide. So that's what we do. And from that point, I think that Sebastian or Ahmed can see how they use it also.
Yeah. I will also share my screen again. And thanks, Xavier, for the, let's say, more or less introduction. So we also use HMI tools like E1 Flexi, what you shown. And what is our target, was our vision, it was a question, and how we bring it to a solution. Our solution is called Water Expert. It's a digital service platform with simply making processes better. So have all available on a smart device, and can easily access and add all data, have access to the plant, and how that it works and how it brings it together. I will jump in, and what kind of value it brings to the customer with a use case. I will show you also in the next 5 minutes. So in general, the digital service platform has 3 main areas. We have the information hub, where you also saw our partner from InControl, the app Ops Control, where all data is stored in one source. So from the lab, from the PLC, from the site itself, so you can see everything in one source, and then it is easily and directly connection to the expertise. So that if you have a trouble, the expertise can have a look what happened in the past, and if you cannot directly give the right hints, you can also use then the remote access, what Talk to M Xavier was mentioned, to get access to the plant. So have proximity even in the distance. You don't need to travel. You save travel costs. Your chief oftentimes save a lot of time because you can be fast and efficient. What kind of improvement we would like to achieve with that kind of digital service? And we see that, for example, 3 years ago, we had a couple of new sites in Poland because there was environmental impact. And one point is that the first point is the risk boiler. So we would like to save that bad effluent qualities coming to the rivers or to the environment. That is one point. To be a problem solver, if there is a troubleshooting, you know what to do. Also to guarantee that the data which are measured, that the data are good. Also one time a very good problem. And then last but not least, the management asking about that, to be a value creator, to have savings in energy or in chemical consumptions. This is, if you've treated the process correctly, this helps a lot, because we see oftentimes if you have a tender or a design, it is good, everything is fine, but in real case, there are other effluent inlet qualities in quantity and quality. So we need to adjust, or the operator need to adjust it, very flexible. But if they do not have the knowledge, or they are overloaded with the data, as explained before, they're not doing the right thing. In Germany, I know that there was some from the DWA that they will say, okay, only 0.5% of the data I have a look. So for sure, in the 99% other data, there is potential opportunities, and this we also want to show up. And the framework is the data connection and have a good software solution. And then we have different packages and different solutions. The main point is that the basic package, and that not as then the customer said, okay, we have that the blue pump is not running, and maybe there's a WhatsApp picture with the blue pump, but nobody knows the type or whatever. And we have all the assets, all the components in the app itself with a link that you can order it, but also see the historical data, when it was installed, when it was repaired or whatever. You can easily get all of that on the point. Then with a professional package, you have a knowledge transfer. Which are the limits where they should operate, and give also guidance if something works good. And then with the new technologies, with the AI, for example, the data analytics getting better and better, then we are talking about predictive maintenance, prescribed control, that we can support the operator more and more. And this is also the digital operation report with Envy support, where we write monthly reports with optimization for the plant. So at the moment you operate with 20 cubic meters per kilowatt per cubic meters, and you can save 50% with this adjustment, and that is going on. And then last but not least, but for sure for me, it is very important to have a direct connection to the operator. Then also to talk to ASIC remote. The remote access is very useful, and also sometimes with tools like smart glasses, if you have a very good perspective from the site. And now I would like to give you some numbers that the customer ZF in Germany said 2 years ago. Okay, I would like to reduce my CO2 footprint, my emissions of my wastewater treatment plant. Envirochemie checks that plant and see, okay, how it could be improved, and identify the potentials, use existing systems and add them with innovative processes, with innovative technology. And one of the main key success factor was that the digital tools we use, that then membrane treatment, and the operators and the customer do not have knowledge about membrane treatment, and with the digital tools, as explained before, now they have a reduction of 78% of the energy consumption. And I think this is a really success story. And this is what I would like to share with you by today. If you would like to want to know, please contact me. And that's for now.
Okay, so I will share my screen. Okay, we basically, I think we are offering kind of same level of services, but Veolia as the company, we deliver and we do operation as well and services. So Veolia, I would say we are transforming the operation today. Veolia is delivering a wide portfolio. So starting from the lab water treatment devices, these mighty small devices, our Elga brand, we deliver pure and ultra pure water for healthcare with our clinical line, R&D and pharma, small, tiny devices. Today, all these small devices are connected to Hubgrade, the same that you're seeing here. So there is no more waste. We have all the data, all the insights, and we are saving the resources. We are more sustainable. We don't have to visit every lab, because if you know that this would say business model, it's usually you have a contract that scheduled maintenance. You visit every lab, every hospital. Our technician will go in, drive all the way, carbon footprint, and then inside the lab, he will check the device. Oh, fine. The device is fine. There is no alarms. He sign and leave. So, huge carbon footprint for nothing. So today, all these devices are connected to Hubgrade, sending insights and water consumption. So our team sitting at the office today, they are able to calculate the consumables and schedule the visit in a much more efficient way. So moving to the next level, we have packages, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 cubic meter, MBBR, high bass, RO. On these packages, some of them you see on the screen. Basically, we offer the Upgrade Essential, again, with some reporting to help the people understand how they deviate from the design and the commissioning. And moreover, as you said, digital is offering or opening a new service model. We have the assist model. We talked about it before. We have, a global network of experts located around the globe. So we have the assist service model. Once we see the process is a little bit changing, there is a change in the water quality, we ask the client, okay, there is another service model. Rather than you have the full AMC contract or operation and maintenance, you can have what we call bank of hours. Okay, you'll have 2-3 hours from our process expert. He will go through the analysis, not the WhatsApp. You cannot do it in WhatsApp, thousands of messages, screenshots, a complete context of a mess, So he will look to these reports. He will understand there is a gap. The system already with highlighting where is the gap from the expectation. And then he will write his recommendation. So what you need is a process expert 1 to 2 hours per week. You don't have to hire a process expert for that. So this is what we do in the small, medium range and in the large treatment plant. Here is, we have to stop for a few minutes to digest that. We have the upgrade performance, our flagship offering. This is why we call ourselves water technologies. Before you listen to monitoring tools, right? This one is the first one, which is doing set points and control for the plant. It's a digital twin. We have, I'm recalling how many patent algorithm. It's already patent, for Veolia. Multi-criteria algorithm that do the aeration, dissolve with oxygen and nitrogen removal, carbon removal. So many algorithms, even for the biogas production. So we are not talking about the future. We have thousands of sites on this essential packages. And on the machine learning and artificial intelligence, today we have almost 140 plus sites already controlling the plant and achieving, I would say, a benchmark performance that I don't think it is available in the market today, as far as I know. So to summarize that, where are we reaching? Just to tell you that luckily we are slow in the transition. However, better than we have, photos in WhatsApp today. They take screenshot of upgrades our platform and send it through WhatsApp. So at least they have less communication of WhatsApp. So hopefully the future will be much better and we can get rid of WhatsApp. That's all for me.
Thank you. Thank you to our panelists.
And by the way, I'm sorry to. This is the map where we have the flagship offering. Is located around the globe. These sites are today controlled by machine learning and artificial intelligence.
Thank you. Thank you, Ahmed. And thank you to all our panelists for this first-hand look at how smart water innovations are translated into tangible benefits.